Sergio, you have a good amateur background which consists of winning the Junior Olympics and qualifying for the Nationals. Tell us about this.
Well, yeah, I started amateurs real young. I started at 11, and from there, I mean, I never thought that I would advance as far as I did, but once I got going, it became my passion, and I just kept on winning these tournaments and getting further, and just seeing myself get to the Junior Olympics. I wanted more and more, and it just felt good, you know, winning and the support I got here at home and everything. So when I won the Junior Olympics, it was a big accomplishment for me because, I mean, it meant I competed against the best in the nation, and it just made me feel good that I was among the elite amateur fighters that there was, so that felt really good.
We also understand that you represented Team USA in Colorado Springs, where you fought against 8 countries and came out with a victory against Canada in the finals. Tell me about this experience.
That was a good experience because after I won the Junior Olympics, I qualified to represent the USA against it was in the Pan American Games. It was countries from this side, this continent. So it felt real good, like for the USA, me representing them. I mean, just imagine that I was 15 years old and I was representing the USA at a tournament, and to come out on top, it felt real good. I ended up fighting like 4 times, and just winning and knowing I was getting closer and closer to winning an international tournament. That just felt real good, and to come out on top, I just was more motivated to keep on continuing boxing.
In November of 2007, you defeated Pedro Silva by knockout in the first round of your pro debut. How did you feel when you started off your career with the first round knockout in your hometown?
Well, I mean, after I was a quarterfinalist in the Olympic tryouts, I turned pro, and I was anxious, nervous, excited about how my professional career was going to start, and my first fight was here in Brownsville, so I was really excited for that. At the same time, real nervous that I was going to have so many people watching me, my family, everybody looking forward to the event, and I didn't want to disappoint nobody. And when it came out to that, when the bell rang and we came to the middle, I was excited, and I caught him with the body shot. I trained real hard for that fight. I was so prepared for my pro debut. I mean, you could tell my body. I just prepared as hard as I could. I knew it was my professional debut. So when I came out, caught him with the body shot, and I saw him go down, man, I just filled with emotions, mixed emotions of man, this is it. Like, my professional career is here, and it just started off good. So it felt real good.
Now, you're under the direction of trainer Robert Campos, who has been your trainer ever since you started boxing. Tell me about your relationship with Robert and how you feel it has helped you in your professional career.
Oh man, the relationship me and Robert is beyond just boxer and coach. You know, he's a friend and kind of like an advisor. I've been with him already for 12 years, and since I was 11. So you know, the gym is something like my second home. I mean, it's just built a relationship you can't just build it, you know, from one day to another. Over the years, we just built a strong relationship, and it's helped me a lot. You know, it's someone that I trust. He's someone I trust inside the ring and outside the ring. So that helps out a lot to have that trust with him.
You're currently signed with Julio Martinez of Martinez Promotions. Tell me about your relationship with your promoter and how you feel he has done up to this point.
Man, Julio, he's done nothing but good for me. I mean, when I was first turning professional, I was getting pulled in different directions, and I didn't know where to go. You know, people were putting me with Top Rank, and they were talking about another manager. With Julio, when Julio came around, he seemed honest to me, real honest and straightforward with everything. And so far he's been nothing but good to us. You know, he's lived up to everything he said he was gonna do, and everything's coming along great. He's guiding me in the right path in my career, and I'm just glad that I made the right choice with Julio.
On May 9th of this year, you defeated Gabriel Rangel for the Texas Bantamweight title by unanimous decision. Take us back to that fight.
Man, that fight, I give Rangel a lot of credit, because it was a tough fight for me. You know, we went 8 rounds, and it was a long 8 rounds. It was a battle, because he caught me. I remember in the 6th round, he caught, I think it was a good hook. We exchanged hooks, and his caught me right in the chin. I was stunned for a little bit, but like I said, for every fight I'm well prepared and I was ready to go 8 rounds if that's what I needed. So I almost stopped him, I think in the 4th, and it didn't go through. So, but I didn't get to, but I was in well conditioned to go the 8 rounds, and it did. And it was just a great fight, and I mean, it served as great experience for me, because there's gonna be fights like that where the guy's gonna be real aggressive, and he's gonna be on top of you no matter what, no matter how many punches I caught him with. He was still coming, and that serves for my later on in my career. If someone steps up that can do that in the ring, I've already had that experience, so that was a real good experience for me. And winning the Texas title, man, it was one of my dreams too. I mean, after being the Texas Golden Glove champ 3 times in a row, I felt like when that opportunity was presented to me, winning the Texas title, I felt like, man, this belongs to me. I need it. It belongs to me. So when I went out and got it, it felt real good.
Now you've become a big part of Brownsville, Texas. As you continue to fight, your fan base also continues to grow. What does this all mean to you to have the city behind you, cheering you on every time?
It feels real good. I mean, when they announce my name in the fights, and I'm here in Brownsville, I just know I'm gonna get the support that they've always. It goes back to the days of Junior Olympics. I fought here. It was here in Brownsville, and man, you just heard my name, and then you couldn't even hear the announcer because I had so many people, and that feels so good because it gives you confidence and to know when you get in the ring, even though you're up there by yourself, you have people that got your back and that are cheering you on. That just, I mean, hypes you up and makes you perform better, or it does to me. So I really enjoy all the support Brownsville gives me, and Los Fresnos too. Los Fresnos, I have a lot of people from Los Fresnos that I mean, show me love and are out there supporting me, wanting me to do best, and it just hypes me up and gets me to perform the best I can.
Now I want to go back to when you got the opportunity to spar against Leonilo Miranda. Now at the time he was undefeated, and it was clear that you more than held your own against someone who was ranked number 5 in the world. What did you learn from this overall experience?
Yeah, well, Leonilo was when I heard I was kind of nervous to see where I stand with fighting with a great fighter that had a great record. I mean, he was undefeated at the time, and I wanted to see where I stand when amongst those fighters, and I hold my own. So I was real glad that I was able to hang with him and exchange with him and take his punches and deliver my own. So it felt good to know that I could go rounds with a fighter of that caliber.
Now on Saturday, November 21st, you'll be fighting for the IBA Continental Americas title, and with a win, you could move up in the rankings. How excited are you to be fighting in such a big fight?
It's a huge leap forward. It's gonna, I mean, like you said, it's gonna shoot me up in the rankings, and that's one thing I've been looking forward to. I want to be amongst those people that are mentioned that are in the world, in the rankings in the world, that are up there, because I want to, later on, this would shoot me up to be able to compete for a world title, and that's where I want to go. That's where I want my career to be headed, and with winning this Continental title, I mean, it's a step forward towards that, and I'm real excited. I'm trained real hard for it. I mean, more rounds. It's going 10 rounds. It's going to be the first time I go 10 rounds, so I sparred extra rounds for this, ran extra miles for this, trained extra hard, so hopefully at the end it pays off, and it just means I'll be on my way to fight for bigger titles, and just my career will be set.
Okay, Sergio, is there anything else you would like to say before we close?
I just invite everybody again to go out there and enjoy the show, man, because I'm going to put out a show and I'm going to come out with the victory. How hard I trained, I think it's inevitable for me to do it.